Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys want to become a member, go ahead and check that out. Love to have you guys be a part of the team. Also, go ahead and sign up with Bro Throw, guys. Be a part of my private betting group. Got a lot of you guys in there. We cashed a nice teaser last night, so go ahead and check that out. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. 15 matchups, pretty busy slate as we head into the weekend. Starting with the Chicago Cubs versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over/under at 8. Pitching for the Cubs is Javier Assad with an ERA of 3.86. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Pirates is Bryce Wilson with an ERA of 6.07. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Javier has given up 9. Cubs on a 3-game winning streak, beating Pitt yesterday 3-2. Pittsburgh on a 7-game losing streak. I mean, it's been a rough stretch for them. They have been playing pretty bad here. I'm going to take Cubs on the road here. Don't like Bryce Wilson. They've been struggling bad. I'll take Cubs on the road. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -160. The Braves +135 with the over/under at 7.5. Pitching for the Braves is Jake Odorizzi with an ERA of 4.04. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 3.38. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 8 strikeouts. We got Atlanta losing to the Phillies yesterday 1-0. Yeah, tough day yesterday for Atlanta here. Aaron Nola's given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. Odorizzi's given up 7. It's not much of a pitching advantage here. I'm going to take Braves +1.5 on the road. I mean, held Phillies to 1 run yesterday. So we'll take Braves +1.5. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -220. The Red Sox +180 with the over/under at 8. Pitching for the Red Sox is Rich Hill with an ERA of 4.78. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 3.41. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 8 strikeouts. He's given up 9 runs as well in his last 3 starts. Boston losing to the Yankees 5-4 yesterday. Yankees on a 4-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10, playing good baseball here. Boston 2-10 on the road against the Yankees, where they've been struggling. I'm taking the Yankees at home. They've just been the better team head-to-head, on a little winning streak, playing good. I'll take Yankees at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Baltimore Orioles. Houston opening up as road favorites at -145. The Orioles +125 with the over/under at 7.5. Pitching for the Astros is Jose Urquidy with an ERA of 3.96. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 6 strikeouts, given up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Orioles is Dean Kramer with an ERA of 3.33. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's given up 7 runs in his last 3 starts. And yeah, nice win for the Orioles yesterday, winning 2-0. Big underdog win for them. Houston was on a nice win streak, but Houston 1-6 against Baltimore. They have struggled against the Orioles here. And, Urquidy coming off back-to-back bad games on the mound, giving up, back-to-back games, giving up 6 runs. Not in love with that here. I think Baltimore's got some momentum here, coming off a win yesterday. I'm going to take Orioles +1.5 at home. All right, next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays opening up as home favorites at -120. Toronto plus 100 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Blue Jays as Mitch White with an ERA of 5.05. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Yeah, his last 3 games, he's given up 17 runs here. Pitching for the Rays is Jeffrey Springs with an ERA of 2.45. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Toronto losing to Tampa Bay 10-5 yesterday. Nice win for the Rays. Rays 14-5 at home. Yeah, I'm liking the Rays here. I love Springs on the mound. Mitch White has been horrible, giving up way too many runs here, and I can't trust that. I'm going to take the Rays at home. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -115. Cleveland -105 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Guardians is Cody Morris with an ERA of 2.30. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is John Gray with an ERA of 3.72. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Cleveland on a 4-game winning streak here coming into this, playing really good. Rangers coming off back-to-back Angels wins. Cleveland 6-0 on the road right now, 9-4 on the road against the Rangers. So they've had very good success against Texas here. Gray's given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. Morris has only given up 2. Yeah, I'm liking Guardians being the underdog here, coming into this playing really good on a nice win streak. Give me Cleveland plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox opening up as home favorites at -185. Detroit plus 155 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Tigers is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 4.35. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 5.07. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Detroit coming off a bad Baltimore loss yesterday. And then the White Sox coming off a 3-game losing streak against the Guardians here. Giolito's given up 6 runs in his last 3 starts. I don't know, man. I'm not in love with the White Sox -185. Seems pretty expensive here. I think I'm going to take a shot with Detroit plus 1.5 on the road. White Sox just one of those teams, man. When they're -180 or higher, man, they always seem to let me down. So I'll take a shot with Tigers plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Colorado Rockies. Padres opening up as road favorites at -155. The Rockies plus 130 with the over-under at 11.5. Pitching for the Padres is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 5.18. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's given up 16 runs in his last 3 starts here. Not in love with that. Pitching for the Rockies is Ryan Feltner with an ERA of 6.05. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Rockies on a 4-game losing streak. Padres coming off that 4-5 loss against St. Louis. Padres 1-13 on the road against Colorado. They just have struggled against Colorado for whatever reason. Manaea's looked absolutely horrible. I think the over 11.5 is probably a good play. Both teams giving up tons of runs here. I'm not in love with this matchup. I think the over is the better play, but I'm going to take a shot with the Rockies plus 1.5 at home, with the Padres being unable to even win on the road here against the Rockies. We'll take Rockies plus 1.5. All right, next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus Cincinnati Reds. Brewers opening up as road favorites at -160. The Reds plus 135 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Brewers is Eric Lauer with an ERA of 3.91. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Reds is Mike Minor with an ERA of 6.06. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts here. Brewers coming off a 5-1 win yesterday against the Reds. Thought the Reds would be able to hang yesterday. Guess not. Milwaukee is 5-1 on the road against Cincinnati here. I think the over 8.5 is probably a good play. Both pitchers giving up a good bit of runs here. And, Lauer coming off some bad starts on the mound. So not in love with that. But I'm still going to lean with the Brewers on the road. Reds just, haven't looked that great here. So I'll take Brewers on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Oakland Athletics. Mets opening up as road favorites at -230. Oakland +190 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Mets is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 3.26. His last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for Oakland is Cole Irvin with an ERA of 3.79. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. We got the Mets coming off that 6-0 loss against Milwaukee. Oakland coming off a 9-5 loss against Seattle. Mets 10-4 against Oakland, where they've been very good. We got Irvin. Giving up 15 runs in his last 3 starts. Bassett's only given up 6 here. Yeah, I do not like Irvin on the mound. He's coming off some rough games here. And I think I'm going to take the Mets on the road in this one. Next matchup, we have... we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -165. The Cardinals +145 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jose Quintana with an ERA of 3.04. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Dodgers is Andrew Heaney with an ERA of 2.66. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Cardinals coming off that 5-4 win against San Diego. The Dodgers coming off a 3-2 win against Arizona yesterday. St. Louis 1-6 on the road against the Dodgers. Dodgers have been very, very good in the head-to-head matchup here. Heaney giving up 7 runs in his last 3 starts, but he's coming off a 0-run game here. Yeah, I like the Dodgers at home. St. Louis has struggled against the Dodgers head-to-head here. And, I think I'm going to lean with the Dodgers at home in this matchup. Alright, guys, these next 4 matchups, that can't find any lines out on them, which is unfortunate, but that's how it goes. So we got the Washington Nationals versus the Miami Marlins. I do have the pitchers for this matchup here. Pitching for the Nationals is Josiah Gray with an ERA of 5.14. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 14 runs in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Marlins is Braxton Garrett with an ERA of 3.68. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's only given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. Washington coming off an Atlanta win. And Miami coming off a couple bad Cubs losses here, but Washington 3-13 on the road. 3-13 straight up against Miami, where they've been absolutely horrible. Don't like Gray on the mound here. I'm assuming Marlins are going to be favorites at home, and I'm gonna roll with Miami in this one. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Minnesota Twins. Currently don't have any lines on this matchup. I only have one pitcher for the Angels, and it is Shohei Ohtani with an ERA of 2.43. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. He's only gave up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. They're coming into this on a 2-game losing streak. Minnesota on a 4-game losing streak here. They haven't looked very good. Looked horrible in that Kansas City series here. Yeah, I'm just going to assume Angels are going to be favored here with Ohtani on the mound. And yeah, I'm rolling with the Angels here. I love Ohtani. Been great. Hopefully he gets the run support to back him up today. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Angels on the road in this matchup. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Kansas City Royals. Like I said, no lines for this game out as of right now. Pitching for the Mariners is Marco Gonzalez with an ERA of 4.01. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 3.14. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's only given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Gonzalez has given up 9. Seattle coming off that 9-5 win against Oakland. Kansas City on a 3-game winning streak, sweeping the Twins in that series. Playing really good right now. Brady Singer's coming off back-to-back games of not giving up a run here. I'm pretty sure Seattle's going to be probably decent favorites on the road in this one. So I'm going to take Royals plus 1.5 at home. Brady Singer playing well. Royals on a winning streak. We'll take Royals plus 1.5. In the last matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. I do have a line for this one. Giants opening up as road favorites at minus 135. Arizona plus 115 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Giants is Carlos Rodon with an ERA of 2.84. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. And then, don't know who's pitching for the D-backs yet. Giants coming in this on a 4-game winning streak, sweeping the Rockies. Arizona coming off that 3-2 loss against the Dodgers. Giants 6-0 on the road, playing good baseball right now. Rodon playing well. Yeah, I'm going to take Giants on the road here. I like Rodon. We'll see who ends up pitching for the D-backs here, but I'm going to ride this Giants winning streak here, and we'll roll with San Fran on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday, guys. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.